Alright, so I've had my Apple TV for about a week now, and so here's my take on it. Basically, this is the interface, just the Apple TV, and it does come with this aluminum remote, which is basically, I'm thinking you'll be able to see the cursor. Oh yeah, so it's right there, left, right, up, down, and then the middle is obviously enter. So we could just go like that, and then settings. So this is basically it, up, down, right, left, and then enter, and then the menu button is your back button, back, and this will play anything you might have. So basically, you could either go through movies, which will automatically go to the iTunes server, in which case you can look top movies. You can also look at previews for upcoming movies, and as well as rent from iTunes. And then also, so it's pretty nice, like up to here, and then it'll tell you like, oh well, this is here, and you have this little sidebar at the top which has purchase, so you can download any purchase movies or series or TV shows you've bought from iTunes, top movies, and then so this is back to where we were, and then now you can also do Genius. I haven't set it up because I haven't bought anything recently, and then you can also search by genres, and then your typical search, and then trailers. So that's how that works. You can see all that. It's pretty fast. This Apple TV is running an A5 single core A5 chip. So we go back, and so we have that, and this is for TV shows, and this is for iTunes in the cloud. If you have that, I haven't set it up. I might later on. And this right here will stream all your music from your iTunes library. As you can see, my library is there, and then you can just go ahead and go in and shuffle the music. It'll come up, and then the music will stream. So there's one way of approaching it. I'll show you right now the other way. So same thing, you can pretty much see anything you might have on your iTunes library. It'll go from music, movies, TV shows, podcasts, iTunes U, and photos. So you can also view your photos as well as create slideshows, or put the screensaver to either do various types of screensavers. For instance, you could do so you go here, and this is where you can choose. You can choose from National Geographic pictures, animal pictures, flowers, from a mobile me account if you have that, a Flickr, and then also through PhotoStream if you have another iOS device that has iCloud, or you could just go through either your Mac or your PC's computer library of pictures, folders, and then it'll give you the variety of the way you want to see the screensaver. It's recommended either origami or the floating type, but all the other ones are really nice also on such a display like this. Of course, it is running at 1080p. So as far as the user interface, we have Netflix down here, and then we have MLB TV if you have that, NBA, NFL Network, or I don't know what it is, and then you have the Trailers app, and you can also listen to radio, and you have a wide variety of stations and genres and that sort of deal. Podcast is the same thing that you can find on iTunes, Vimeo, which is another type of YouTube, And then YouTube, you can also go in and log in as yourself if you have a YouTube account. Wall Street Journal, again PhotoStream, MobileMe, and Flickr. And this is all basically all you get as far as here. Okay, so as an alternative for the Apple TV remote, if you don't really want to use it, you can always go and if you're familiar with it, you can just go to your remote app and then hit right here and then pick from either your Apple TV or your library. So we go to Apple TV and then we go down here. It'll be it'll be control or computers, and that will tell you everything on your network. So we go to control. So right here it's pretty straightforward. This is gonna act as your enter button and your back button, and then this will enter as your play pause button. You can also play pause by tapping it right here, and this will bring additional menu. So we get all control it like this. So now we're here, and you just bring it down like that. So let's go to Netflix, for instance. And let's see. The interface for Netflix is really, and it's not available. Fantastic. But that's how it basically works. You have your menu button, which will act as your play pause button. I mean, as your back button, and your enter button. No, as your back button, sorry. And this whole plane right here is your enter button, and say you go here to computers, right? And you want to listen to some music, you can also do this. You go to search, sorry, and then right here you can just type whatever it is, whatever song you want. And let's look up Come Together by the Beatles. See, so it's found it right there on the side. So we just hit enter or back, return, and just go here. Come Together, and then just wait for it, and there it is. And that's how you can use an alternative for, see, play pause, play pause, play pause. So the other advantage you have for Apple TV is this: you could go ahead and AirPlay to your Apple TV and just hit mirror right there. And then right there you have it on the screen. So you have your whole Apple TV streaming your iPad wirelessly. Just go like that. And everything runs really fluid. Let's hit Pandora. So if you have another Apple device that has AirPlay and you want like a third party, you might want a third-party app for Pandora. You can have it now because of AirPlay. Oh, that's my gem. And everything else will work fine. If that's games run fluid. Everything else works the same as it would normally. I would have to say that the only thing that doesn't run as well would be iPhoto. And I don't know what's the deal with that. As soon as you go into the app and you start wanting to edit photos, it'll just show like a little iPhoto logo, and then it'll crash and go straight to the Apple TV menu wherever you left off. But all in all, it's a great way to see your iPad on a bigger screen. the reason why I would highly suggest getting an Apple TV if you already have, for instance, an iPad, would be there's an app called Good Player. It's right here. Good Player. And what this little app will do is it'll stream any type of media, whether it be MKVs or an AVI or an MP4 or an MPEG or and iTunes doesn't let you do that. It only reads MOVs and MP4s, and that's it. That's really all it lets you do. But with this app, it lets you play anything. Let's take a look. So right here I have Tron Legacy. Tron Legacy, and that's a DVD rip AVI. So we just go ahead and click it, and then it'll stream it up here. That's where I left off. And everything the same way you would look at it here, and the quality is really great, by the way. 1080p plus this fantastic app, which makes up for Apple TV. Pretty much buys itself. So if you do have an iPad or an iPod Touch, because that app is compatible with both, or iPhone 4S or iPhone, you can stream any type of media you might have there and just stream it over to your Apple TV with no worries of, oh well, I might have to jailbreak it to get like some kind of an app to do whatever I want. And in that sense, it'll be great. If you have simply an iPhone or an iPod Touch, it will stream certain things, but it won't be able to mirror like the way the iPad will. So I would suggest either going with not purchasing it or getting a Roku box, which would probably be more effective if you want to stream media. All in all, it registers at $100. It's a really nice device. It never gets hot, by the way. I've had it on for quite some time, and it does not generate any heat whatsoever. It makes no noises. All you see is that little light flickering down there that it's on. And so that's my review. I'd say it's a great product, and if you already have products in the Apple ecosystem, it's a must. It's definitely something you need to be able to watch or do anything on there that you might want to. If you don't, then I would say stray away from it and look somewhere else. There are other products that are great for streaming media. Alright, that's my take. See ya.